Salutations, singing sensations. Hey, that one rhymed, is what that did.
Audio log 008. I've been following the tracks for a few minutes, but now I think I'm going to stray. Man almighty. That guy's been run through with some kind of industrial rod. Well, I'm going this way anyways. I saw this drive-in theater up here. You know, if any place might have a record of South Pacific, the drive-in theater might be a good place to look. If South Pacific was, you know, made into a movie. That's not a good noise. I am walking right past a raider camp. Oh man. Brian. Okay, just keep walking. Keep walking.
Crazy man. Who do you speak to?
Yeah, me, myself. I'm talking to myself.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, I suppose it could. Do you have any water to spare?
I can take you to meet my elder. He doesn't often get to meet crazy folk.
Great. Does he have water?
Come with me.
This corn crop looks good. Do you have some of that to spare?
Stay close.
Don't bet against it.
Oh, look over here.
Stop. Stand here.
Okay. Here?
Good.
And who is this?
Crazy man.
You do not appear to be a rule maker. What brings you before me, stranger? I had only asked about a drink. What's a rule maker? You've no doubt seen the many signs that decorate the wasteland. We have several within our own tomb to the elders. Do this, don't do that. Cannot you read the sign? These were devised by the great rule makers of old. Such people still exist today in the form of those from Boston and the Blue Helmets. The Minutemen are all but gone. You don't have any water to spare, do you? Funny that you should ask. They call me the Watermaker, and I draw my water from that spring behind you, of which you may drink. Well, thanks. Mind you, this is pure water, unlike any you've consumed. Okay. Yeah, that's different. It's, flavorful. Such purity is often acquired taste, I'm afraid. Oh, well, no, yeah, it's good. It will suffice. Thank you. Good. Do walk with me. I have a question for you. Sure. Are you familiar with a carrot flower colored orb? Can't say that I am. Here, I'll show you. This demon was visited upon us many moons ago. But it was an omen of dark things to come. Appears to just be an eyebot, most of which are innocuous. Can't say why this one would be aggressive. Some moons after we first slew this beast, more of its kind arrived. They emerged from beyond the Technicolor projection screen, firing beams of light into our village. This was at a time when I had lent our two greatest warriors to the efforts of the war boss, Hefti Satchel. So, we had to make do with what we had. And as a result, many of my people fell against the onslaught. I'm so sorry to hear that. Still, through our own perseverance and determination, and by the will of Atom, we prevailed. Though we were left with the stinging reminder that the end times for my people are nigh. That's horrible. Who can stop such creatures? Who will stop them? I can only think of one person. And that's him. Because that's a big fella. I bet you could do it. Or not. I'm sorry. Listen, I should make for home. You come up here so that I can hear you. Okay. I did want to ask about Satchel's uprising. His was no uprising. He was fleeing before the Blue Helmets, who sought to destroy us all. Oh. That is all I can say about Satchel. Alright, sorry. It is time for you to take your leave. I imagine your own people miss you. Yeah. Be well. You too. And thanks again, Mr. Watermaker, for the pure water. Okay. I think I have a clear path to walk out of here. I could stick around and ask about South Pacific, but I don't think I'm inclined to talk musical theater with these folks. I should just walk. And no doubt, 2 minutes out of Starlight Drive-In and their cold rain sets in. My favorite. I did mention that, right? That eyebot. It was painted up yellow, just like Isabel's. Of course, she probably programmed her bots to take on raiders. I don't know how she'd make the distinction between a raider and a caravaner, but she's definitely going after an intended target. Hefti Satchel wasn't fleeing, and those folks being kind to me was unusual. They're raiders. Make no mistake about that. Here's another one. Another scrap bot. Man almighty, Isabel. And a few more up ahead. I wonder if the Starlighters did this. No. Is that... These are some of the people that I was with last night. Or however long I was out. But that's not Oh, the one I can't recognize, but is that Chuck? Or... wait. Was it Chuck? It was Clark. Is that Clark? That's not Clark. But those are some of the... Did Isabel's robots do this? That's insane. Absolutely nuts. I hope she took some precautions. I mean, these things have to have combat inhibitors. In a way, I've got my own problems. And I'm still heading to Covenant. I'm not the person to confront Isabel, that's for sure. Anyhow, this is Professor Brian Wilks, signing out. Likers like it, dislikers dislike it, potential subscribers become genuine subscribers, and thanks again for watching more of my drivel.